As many of you know, I was a high school social studies teacher, and I taught civics education. But I became active in our democracy at the age of 10, when my fourth grade teacher told the class that women didn't always have the right to vote. And at the age of 10, that's a powerful and amazing statement. And of course, I did not believe that it could be true. But it was true. And I'm worried today it will remain to be true. As a teacher of high school students, I worked hard to encourage them to participate in our democracy. I tried very hard to talk about people like Representative Mashal and their story and their background and their struggle. I tried very hard so that my students would understand what women like my great-grandmother went through who desperately wanted to vote, or what, like my grandmother who recently died, never had an ID. I tried to encourage them to register to vote, and to vote every election, every time, no excuses. We never talked about partisanship or that they should be of a certain party. It was about democracy and respecting the right to vote and participating in our democracy. When I came to this legislature at the age of 27, I was very excited to work on many issues, of course, education being one of them, but elections being the next one. I have worked very hard for years to have bills put forward to strengthen our democracy and to engage young people and women especially in our democracy. Last year, with the help of the other youngest member, Representative Justin Burr, we put forward the pre-registration of high school voters in North Carolina. We were on the national spotlight, so much that Fox News, the national Fox News, wanted to interview me on the success of the pre-registration of voters. My first debut on national television was on Fox News, and they realized the importance of pre-registration of youth voters. And today in this chamber at the age of 34, an educator, a mother, and a pregnant woman standing before you, we're taking away pre-registration of young people for no good reason at all. We should encourage active participation in our democracy. We should not create obstacles for people to vote. I was thinking about two quotes that I used to use with my students to try and engage them in discussion and to make them think. And here are two I will share with you. Democracy is when the indigent and not the men of property are the rulers. And as President JFK said, the ignorance of one voter in a democracy impairs the security of all. We should protect the right to vote. We should encourage the right to vote. We should not go after students and young people. We should not go after Grandma and Aunt Betty. We should want them to vote and to give them the opportunity. I ask you to be on the right side of history tonight, to be a part of the right side of history, and to send a strong message to students and to young people and to so many who did not have this right. Please vote no.
For what purpose does the gentleman from Robinson, Representative Graham, rise?
To speak on the motion, Mr. Speaker.
The gentleman has